Hi book lovers, and welcome or welcome back. In today's video we're going to talk about your favorite reads of 2024, because obviously we've talked a lot about my reads in general from 2024. We definitely wrapped that year up, and this is also like the last video where I'm gonna talk about 2024. But since I'm always recommending stuff, which makes sense, this is my channel, but I wanted to do this video to kind of let you guys recommend things and also just kind of to see and react on your favorite reads. And I also just wanted to document that because I also asked not only you subscribers but also my friends what their favorite reads were of 2024, and I was very happy when I saw that quite a lot of them actually got their favorite read recommended by me. And yeah, I thought that would be just very nice to also see some other faces, to have some other opinions here, and I would definitely love to do that for every year coming now. And I also would actually love to read your favorite book from that year. It's just that the start of this year was so messy for me that I didn't do that, but yeah, moving forward, I would love that. I will first start with your recommendations. So earlier this year, I did a post on my YouTube channel asking for your favorite reads, and I loved seeing all your comments. And also, like, if you haven't commented on here, don't worry, but please leave a comment right now and tell me what your favorite book is, because I find it always so interesting. I mean, you know all my favorite books, like I've ranked them all. It's just nice to put the spotlight on some other books from you guys. So the first one I have here is by Spilling the Drills. Love that name. And that is Boys of Tommen. And she said, oh my god, I love it because it gave me all the feels. And I 100% understand that. I haven't read Boys of Tommen yet, and I'm saying yet because it's on my 2025 TBR, at least the first one. But why I also haven't read them yet is because I'm so scared of all the feels, and you guys know that I'm like a super fan of the whole Magnolia Parks universe, but at the same time they like I feel too much when I read those books, and I feel like that Boys of Tommen will be similar, and reading that common was at the same time super exciting for me because I really want to get to the series, but also kind of worrying because I know that I will also have all the feels. Then we have another comment here saying, a lot of my best books this year were rereads, but I'd say my favorite new read was Lady 10 Circles of Woman by Lisa C. It was beautifully detailed, the ending was touching, and overall it was an amazing story on the strength and complexity of relationships between women. That is so beautifully written, first of all. And I also love when I read your comment that you really enjoyed rereads, because that's something I want to do more, like rereading my favorites. And yeah, that really motivated me. But for the actual book she chose as like her new favorite read from 2024, Lady 10 Circle, I have never heard of that book before. So let's have a look. I might add it to my TBR as well. I don't even know what genre that is. Wait, what was it? Oh my god, my short-term memory. Lady 10 Circle of Woman. I love the cover. I mean, I'm gonna show you the cover here anyway. It has a very high rating. I don't know, should I have like heard about this before? Like the genre says here, it's like historical fiction, an immersive historical novel inspired by a true story of a woman physician in the 15th century China. Oh, that sounds so amazing. Oh, this could be also something that I would consider for my book club I have with the girls. I think that sounds really, really cool. And yeah, as I said, love the cover. And also the comment said that she really loved it because of the complexity of relationships between the women. And I think that's so beautiful. So yeah, I think I'm sold. I'm definitely gonna add that to my TBR. I mean, it's not gonna be a book that I will read immediately because it does feel a little bit intimidating and it's like definitely out of my comfort zone, but nevertheless, I'm very intrigued. Next up I have a comment, and I'm so sorry if I mean, you guys, if you at least saw one video, should know that I will butcher up any name. I'm just so bad with names, but let's just say Annalie, because I don't know how you would pronounce the first three words. But I always love seeing her comments, and she actually recommended some good books to me already. And her favorite read for 2024 was either Project Hail Mary or Beartown. So she says it's a tie between Project Hail Mary and Beartown, but I guess it'll be Hail Mary because you're already finished with Beartown. Or I think she might might have thought that I would read the books, and I will do that next year, guys. I would love that. This beginning of the year was just a bit messy, but I will do it next year. And yeah, thank you so much for your comments. Project Hail Mary, let me have a look at that. I think I've heard it before. Like Beartown, 100%. I can totally see why it was your favorite read of 2024, because that book, I mean, that is the only one that I couldn't include in like my main wrap-ups, because I've read it, I think it was the last book I actually read last year, and therefore I like filmed the other videos before that, but wow, it is so good. The other book though, Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir, also got a Goodreads Choice Awards winner for 2021. I don't know what genre. I think it's science fiction, yes. Sci-fi is not really a genre I ever read, but that's not to say I shouldn't like branch out maybe. Let me see what the plot is. Ryland Grace is the sole survivor on a desperate last chance mission, and if he fails, humanity and the Earth itself will perish, except that right now he doesn't know that. He can't even remember his own name, let alone the nature of his assignment or how to complete it. All he knows is that he's been asleep for a very, very long time, and he's just been awakened to find himself millions of miles from home with nothing but 2 corpses from company. His memories fuzzily returning, Ryland realizes that an impossible task now confronts him. Hurtling through space on this tiny ship, it's up to him to puzzle out an impossible scientific mystery and conquer an extinction-level threat to our species. And with the clock ticking down and the nearest human being light years away, he got to do it all alone. Or does he? Oh, does it have a little bit of romance? No, it doesn't really say on the bottom. Ah, oh, damn it. Like, a little romance subplot would have definitely sold me. Like, this is definitely something I usually wouldn't read. And it kind of reminds me of that movie. And I think that movie was also based on a book, or at least I read, like, when I was younger, a lot younger, I read a sci-fi book that had a similar plot to the movie. It's the one with Jennifer Lawrence and that guy. Goodspeed, I think was the book. Oh my god. I'll have a picture up here. I don't remember right now what the name is, but it kind of reminds me of that. And I think that's pretty cool. But now I think that were the comments on my post. And now, after the part where I asked my girlfriends, some of them read a lot, some of them don't really read that much, but I thought it would be just fun, and I also kind of included what their usual genre is, so you can kind of see what they usually read compared to their favorite book of 2024. So let's jump to that part. What was your favorite read in 2024, Naomi?
My favorite read in 2024 was Gifted by you, and it was Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez, because it was very real, emotional, and it just grabbed me.
Hi Henny, what was your favorite read in 2024?
Well, I started the Magnolia Park series, and my favorite book was the Daisy Haight first part.
Celine, what was your favorite book of 2024?
I think for me it's the Fourth Wing book. I feel slightly mainstream for saying this, but I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it way more than I thought. And I think it's because of the dynamics between the characters, as well as just kind of how lively everyone and everything was described. And yeah, I'm also a big fan of dragons, so a romantasy with dragons is definitely a plus for me.
Right, live from Scotland, I have my book bestie Mercedes, who you guys know. I've had a few videos with her already, but obviously I wanted to ask her as well, what is your favorite read of 2024?
So my favorite read of 2024 is The Devil Gets His Due by Elizabeth O'Rourke. This was actually recommended by Vivian, and we bought this together in Berlin. But this was my favorite book of 2024. I've read it twice in the same year. It was like 3 months apart, and I think I loved it because the way it's written, it just flows so well. Their conversations seem so real, like their relationship seems so real. It's heartfelt, and I enjoyed it so much I had to read it twice, so there you go.
Hi Han, what was your favorite book in 2024?
My favorite book was The Crimson Moth, because it had romance, it had an enemies to lovers trope, it had witches, it had fantasy, And yes, it was overall, it was very beautifully written, it was very intense, and there's a second part coming out now, I think, in a few days. So it had the most intense cliffhanger ever, so yes, that was my favorite book.
Easy. What was your favorite book in 2024?
I think it was Demon Copperhead, actually, because it draws a very realistic picture of systematic inequality in America, which is quite interesting and still a very important topic. But also through the narrator Damon, it's very emotional and very human, or you get a very human perspective on the whole issue.
Alright guys, that's back to me to say goodbye. I hope you had fun with this video. I think it was so nice seeing all your guys' favorites and also the ones from my friends. And yeah, as I said at the beginning, definitely leave a comment of your favorite read from 2024. And I think that's all for this video. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!